Hello everyone. I want to give you an example of how to work some of the homework from chapter 1. I know some of you have struggled with this and have not gotten the method down. So here we go. The first one I want to go over as an example is the number 4 assignment in your book for chapter 1 under the exercises. Using only the instructions shown below, and those instructions I have in boxes on the screen. Create an algorithm that displays the average of 4 numbers. And then it has indentation. And we'll talk about indentation just a little bit. Indentation helps you group things so that you can see what goes together, okay? So let's look at the 6 instructions. And the instructions I had given you were you want to number things so when you get to the quiz, you'll know which order to put the statements in. So we're going to go over that too. All right, so here's the 6 statements just like they are in the book. Notice I have them in boxes. I did this in Word, and you do this by inserting under Insert up here, a text box. And the reason I did it that way is so that I can move these statements around like this, see? And they're all grouped together. I'm not retyping them, etc. This will help you if you will take the time to sort of do this way. It'll help you think. All right, so I've got to do an average of 4 numbers, okay? So one thing you need to know in programming, the programs we're going to do have a structure to them. Enter is usually the first type of thing. The next is you're going to calculate something, and then at the end you're going to have to display something. So looking at these, this is kind of a backwards way to do this, but it helps. Display the average. So I know that's probably going towards the bottom. So I'm going to go ahead and move it over here, okay? Display the average. Now, I need to think also, I've got 4 numbers, right? So probably I'm going to do a little repetition here. I'm going to repeat something 4 times. And what that is calculating the sum. Now I'm going to try some indentation here a little bit in a different way in boxes, okay? So, I can't calculate the sum if I haven't entered a number. So see how easy it is for me to drop that box down and then go up here and enter a number, okay? So 4 times, enter a number. Now I'm going to enter the first number, add that number to the sum. I'm going to then, need to end that repeat and go back. All right, now let's think about this. Let's think, does this work? Repeat 4 times. What that means is these instructions in here get done 4 times. They do not get done this one 4 times and then this one 4 times. They get done as a group 4 times. The end repeat signals the end of the group of statements that gets done as this states 4 times. Other repeats might be more or less. This one specifically says repeat 4 times. Enter a number. Add the sum. So add that number to the sum in the repeat. So this way I'm getting in 4 numbers and I am totaling up as I go what those 4 numbers should be. Okay? So suppose the person enters 1. 1 is the sum. Go again. Suppose they enter 2. Well, now I've got 1 plus 2, that's 3. Okay, then I'm going to go back again. Now I've got, they enter 1 again. So now I've got 4 because I've got 3 plus 1 is 4. You see what I'm doing here? Okay, I'm adding them all up. Once they're all added, then I need to calculate the average by dividing the number by 4 and displaying it. You cannot calculate the average within the repeat. Okay? You have to sum up all the numbers first, just like you were doing a math question. If somebody said, average these 4 numbers, what do? You add the 4 numbers, then you divide by 4. So this is the algorithm, what it should look like, using only those statements given in this problem. Okay? All right, so the question becomes, what do you do now? Well, what I'd ask you to do is number these. This would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So you're numbering them after you've put them in the order that you think they should be in for the answer. All right, now the question becomes, how do I get these into the quiz? So I want you to look at these, and then I'm going to move the quiz over so you can, let me see if I can get it over here. Okay, so now you're seeing the quiz. I've opened the quiz, and it says put the algorithm statements in the correct order for problem 4 that we just went over. Well, you know there's 6 statements, right? And you know the first one now is repeat, right? Then what do? Number 2, enter the number. Number 3, calculate the sum. Number 4, in repeat. Number 5, calculate the average. And then number 6, display. Now, your statements right here might not be appearing in the order that I am seeing them in. Nevertheless, it's still the same order for the answer, as in repeat 4 times is still number 1, and display is still going to be the last one. Then you do save and submit. Now, if you notice, when it comes back, you can review your results right here. And, oh, well, you got to go over here and click it, sorry. And then you'll see that you did it correctly. Now, I hope this helps a little bit with this one. And I'm going to post this for you. And then we will talk about another problem and see how that works.